Yes, I'm sorry.
So your question is, what is your favorite movie?
Favorite movie is Call Me by Your Name, directed by Luca Guadagnino. For me, I feel like it's much more of a visit to Kramer, somewhere in Italy in the mid 80s, in the middle of summer. When you listen to that movie, it's the reason why I love movies so much because it feels like a visit to Italy. You hear the bugs in the background, you hear the shutters of the house kind of clicking back and forth. It really takes you there. So it's definitely considered my favorite movie of all time.
Aw, and what got you into movies so much?
Into cinema, I think it started with series, kind of TV, and then it kind of grew into. I used to really be into kind of sagas. So whether that was Harry Potter or Twilight or Scream, I'm a huge Scream horror fan, or Halloween.
Hmm.
Um, I think that's kind of what kicked it off for me. And I feel like movies, a lot of the times, it sounds so stupid, but it's a lot like books,
Hmm.
if that makes sense. Simply because it's just whenever I feel like I'm going through something, especially with long term series, I feel like I can always go back to a certain episode that kind of reflects what I'm going through in life, and it gives me somewhat of guidance that I feel like a book would to some people who love to read books.
Hmm. That's awesome. And what do you love about your members so much?
What do I love about my members so much? I can't speak for all members in different buildings, but I can only speak for mine.
Uh-huh.
I would definitely say they're very driven. I would say 80% of my members are all software engineers,
Uh-huh.
and I know their work ethic and I know how much work they put in.
Aw.
So that's why I try to do my best to kind of create the best experiences for them and events. So I
Yeah.
know it means a lot, for sure, for sure.
Aw. Yeah, it's a good vibe here. I've been to maybe like 30 different WeWorks.
Thank
This
you.
this is like
We
it's easier
try.
to be more productive here for sure.
Absolutely. Everyone's so tuned in and so focused.
Yeah. That's awesome. And what is a question that no one has ever asked you before, but you want people to ask you?
Oof, hard question. I feel like I'm in therapy. A question that I wish someone would ask me, I would probably say it's a tricky one. Um, I would definitely have to say, for sure, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know what I would want someone to ask me. I guess I would want them to know more about my career and my past and the knowledge I've accumulated over the last 10 years. So I think that's probably something I would want to express more
Um,
in my personal and professional life.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would hope, especially from a work perspective coming here, I would hope that someone would ask me more about my CV and what that
Oh,
entailed because it's very diverse,
okay.
for sure.
You can see where I'm going with this. So, so, yeah, tell us more about your background and your experiences.
It's literally, I think it came from true, like just pure perseverance and networking and just always putting my best foot forward. I started off at the Hilton with no college degree as a busboy, and I left 3 years later as a sales manager,
Hmm.
managing multiple properties in the metro and New York City area. And I think that's kind of kicked off the career for me that I knew that I wanted to be in sales for sure.
Hmm.
And I know that that's kind of the driving force of what I bring here to WeWork, even though we
Hmm.
work in community, and ROI is definitely something we measure with through experience and reviews. And I'm
Hmm.
used to dealing with dollar amounts in terms of ROI, and I think this is such a cool way to really kind of get definitely a deep understanding of what our members are looking for and what motivates them and what moves them.
Hmm.
For sure,
That's
for sure.
beautiful. Yeah, sounds like you take a lot of pride in your work, and
Oh, of course.
you definitely worked your way from the bottom up. So
I
very
tried.
very inspiring.
Thank you.
Thank you.